Good afternoon and welcome to We Repair. So today, you probably can tell what I'm working on. So I bought a couple of these hoverboards on the cheap from eBay. I bought 3 of them in total. This is the first one I'm working on. Hopefully the other 2 will follow. I've already done a bit of preliminary work on this just to sort of figure out what I need. So in a nutshell, this works. And when I can find the button, you can see it works. And if I press, and of course, the minute I try and do it, it doesn't want to do it. But it does work. There you go. So as you can see, it works. So they shipped it. I bought 3 of them. They sent me 3 chargers. What immediately became very apparent, let me see if I can show you this. You can see there's a little circular jack just here. Well, they've sent me a charger that doesn't fit, so I can't do a lot with it. So I have managed to basically beg, borrow and steal off of one of the other ones, the port. So I'm going to fit this in here just to make sure it does fully work. Because I think the other one, which I'll show you in a later video, is probably beyond repair. So let's get this repaired and move on. I am making some changes to the channel, which is why I've not uploaded for a little bit of time. Obviously you can see my lighting is hopefully vastly improved, which I've just bought some new lights, so we're putting those up, and I've got a new camera coming in the next few days, so and new mic as well, just to try and cancel out some of this background noise. So anyway, without further ado, what we'll do is we'll just get these screws out from all the way around and we will get this worked on. They are just standard Phillips screws, there's nothing special about them. And I think I've got a screwdriver that's slightly too small here, which is not going to do me any favours, so let's just grab a more appropriately sized one. So again, all Phillips heads all the way around, nothing special about them. I think someone's been in this before because there are a couple of missing screws, and as you can see, the screws are not the same, whereas I would expect them to be all the same all the way around. So the only bit I don't know is if this replacement part is going to fit in this hole. So we will cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't anticipate this to be a long video to do at all. But yes, we will just work through. I'm not going to cut the video so you can actually see how long it's taken me from start to finish. I wouldn't have thought this would take me any more than 10 or so minutes to do, but we'll find out in a minute. Actually looking at the footage now just on my camera screen, I think I could probably do with another overhead light as well. So if you think there is room for improvement, please let me know. I do try and take people's comments on board. Hence the replacement camera being on the way and the new mic. All right, there's our screws out. Let's just move those off to one side. So I haven't disconnected the battery. I'm not going to disconnect the battery. Hopefully it will be fine. I've got one cable going that way. So the one we're interested in is this one just here. I'll zoom you in a bit as well so you can see. So there we go. So let's disconnect that. I'm also going to disconnect this, the power switch, just to make my life a little bit easier if it will come. There we go. There we go. So I can't entirely remove this because this speaker cable feeds through into the next compartment, but that's fine. I'm only really interested in this. If I can get it away, let's just see if I can do it with my fingers. Oh no, I can. That's all right then. Okay. I'm pretty sure at a glance this probably isn't going to fit. So let's just grab our new one. does look like someone's played with this before as well, so you never know. Quite sure what the score is there. Oh, you know what? It really helps if you remove the threaded washer first before you start trying to work on it. Let's just take this off. Stick that through there. Right, moment of truth. Yeah, so as I expected, I didn't think it was going to fit. It looks slightly bigger. It's not much in it. It's just there. So I have, pre-expecting this to be a thing, got my Dremel wired up over here to one side, and I'm just going to give it a quick blast out with the Dremel if I can do that. Oh, my Dremel just fits. So, right. Hopefully you won't have to listen to this on the video, and I will just skip it once I've Dremeled it. Next try. Hey, there we go. And he's in. Let's just pop him back out because I want to put this little rubber grommet on. Might as well have some water treatment seal as well on it. There we go. Lovely. I've already checked, so let me just grab the old one. Just a quick Google that it looked like the right parts and things. So as you can see, the reds and blacks are around the same way. The pins are around the same size, so I think we should be absolutely fine. Right. Now, what I didn't just do was pay much attention to which washer was which, so hopefully this is the right one. Because one isn't going to fit this. Ooh. Cool, so that's done, and let's check the little rubber thing fits. It does, sweet. Right, let's get this all plugged back in. Just go red first, as that was a bit shorter. There we go, and now our white. Right, there we go. So let's just get this screwed back together. It shouldn't take me a minute or two now to do. Plus, it's not the warmest where I am right now, so I'm trying to do this quick. And then we'll just make sure it charges at the end. What I'll do is I'll just pop 4 screws in, because you don't need to watch me screwing screws in, and I'll do the rest off camera. Let's just quickly do that. Just enough to hold it in position. That's one. Let's just do the last one. Cool, that's that done. So let's just pull this into the middle here. I've got my cable here. Let's just move our Dremel out of the way. Plug him in. I have already checked the voltages and things match, so it should be absolutely fine. And moment of truth. Nothing there. Let's just press this button and see what it thinks it's doing. So I've got an orange logo there. Just unplug it. This is green. It should hopefully show charging in a minute. I'm sure that means it's charging, but what I will do is I will just clarify off camera that that is the case, because that to me looks like it is charging. Yeah, so there we go. It knows it's got the charger connected. Perfect. So I think we're probably done, to be honest with you. That looks like that's charging fine. What I will do is I'll pop a voltmeter on the other end and just double check that it is showing that the power side of things is charging, but I'm pretty sure this is all good. So yeah, and that's it really. It's just a very quick fix on a hoverboard. As I say, I have got a couple more of these to do some work on. There's a couple of things I've got in terms of power, and one that looks to be water damage. So I'll hopefully pull those out within the next week or two, and we'll go from there. I've also got a Mavic drone that I must finish, that I recorded months ago. In fact, I've even got, which I'll just preview on this video, off to one side here. I've even got it here, still awaiting parts. So I finally managed to get hold of the most expensive gimbal I think I've ever paid out on for a drone. So that's coming as well. And I've got a Wii that I'm working on as well, which has got a separate video. So yeah, fundamentally that's me. If you like the video, please drop me a like, leave me a comment. I do try and reply to as many as I can, and offer as much as I can in terms of words of advice. I'm not always right, but hopefully I can point people in the right direction. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.